So it's October already and we have got a lot to talk about. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know why I do this to myself. Why do I do this to myself? I have no idea. I wish I knew. But okay. Let's go through this one by one. Hello people, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Melodramatic Bookworm family. I'm here today with my October TBR. I can't believe it's October already and I have a bunch of books that I want to get through before the year ends, and I have pushed so many of them into my October TBR that I'm sort of getting frightened a little because there are, I think, more than 20 books that I have to read. It's not that I want to read and I'm making it a TBR pool and all that, because TBR pools helped me in the past, but this month I don't know if they're going to help me or if they're going to just make me more anxious. And there are quite a few secret projects that I'm working on at the moment as well. Like I have one, two, and three secret projects that I'm working on, and so before I work myself up into a frenzy and think about all the books that I need to read, let's talk about all the books that I need to read so that maybe I can remove some of that tension on camera, and let's see how this one goes. Like there are a lot. So these first two books are part of the 20 books that I want to read in 2020. And the first book, before I talk about the first book, a big shout out to Khyati, whose insistence that I should read this book has finally brought me to add this to my TBR, and this will be my first read for October. So thanks Khyati for the push, and I'm hoping that I will enjoy it as much as you say I will. So the book is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery, and I don't want to talk about this anymore because I have spoken a lot about this in many of my previous TBRs and I have never gotten around to reading this. So now is the time in which I stick to my word that I gave to Khyati, and I will be reading this book. And the next one on my 20 books I want to read in 2020 list is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This is the story of Lee, whose mother dies by suicide and she leaves only a scribbled note, "I want you to remember." And I have heard that this is a book about mourning and mental health, and that it's one of the most beautiful books ever written on these topics. So I was really excited when I bought the book, but unfortunately it just sat there on my shelf for a long time. So I thought that this would be a great time to pick it up and actually read it. The next book is a subscriber pick for October, and that book is Anxious People, which won out. What I usually do is I collate the votes that I got on YouTube through the community tab, as well as on the votes that I got on Instagram, on my Instagram stories, and I combine the two and then I select it. This book did not get as many votes on YouTube as it got on Instagram. It got a whopping 56 votes on Instagram, and on YouTube it got about, I think, 30-ish votes, and combining the two it came up to 88. So I will be reading and reviewing this for you in October. I will also be listening to this book on audiobook thanks to Libro FM for the ALC, and I'm really excited to read it because Fredrik Backman is one of my favorite authors of all time. Someone told me that this book is even better than A Man Called Ove, so I'm even more excited to read this book now. This is about, in a small town in Sweden, it appears to be an ordinary day, but there's a mysterious masked figure approaching a bank. There's a bungled robbery and the offender is refusing to communicate the demands. Fear quickly turns to irritation for the 7 strangers trapped inside. If this is to be their last day on earth, shouldn't it be a bit more dramatic? But as the minutes tick by, they begin to suspect that the criminal mastermind holding them hostage might be more in need of rescuing than they are. Okay, done. So next are the Drama Queenathon book club picks, and the 2 books that won out were Funny Boy by Sham Selvadurai and the book of Lost Friends by Lisa Wingate. This is, I don't have to talk much about this book because I've already spoken a lot about it and said that I'm really excited to read it. But I will definitely be reading it this month, especially since it's part of the Drama Queen-a-thon book club. And yeah, I'm really happy that I will finally be reading this book. And the Book of Lost Friends, I have no idea what it's about. Honestly speaking, seriously, I have no idea. I did buy the Kindle edition. Yes, I went on a book buying ban, but I also broke it. So I will talk more about it in a book haul, which is coming and you know it. Next up are the publisher review copies, and I have 3 books that I want to read that publishers have sent to me, and 2 of them seem to be very easy reads. They are like very short and the fonts are huge and all that. I can like finish them in 3-4 hours each if I just sit through it. So the books I'm talking about, the first one is Ahalya by Koral Dasgupta. This was sent to me by Pan Macmillan India. Thank you, Pan Mac, for the copy. This is about Ahalya, who was cursed by her husband Gautam for indulging in a physical relationship with Indra. But is there another story to Ahalya's truth? Who was Indra anyway? A king, a lover, a philanderer? The first book of the Sati series, Ahalya, hinges on these core questions, narrating the course of her life from innocence to infidelity. And I feel like I've read this on camera before, but I don't remember a thing because my memory is so crap. But yes, I am really excited to read this. I've never read a book about Ahalya in particular and I want to know more about her. So the next 2 books were sent to me by Bloomsbury India. The first one is The Wild Way Home by Sophie Kirtley, and this is a children's book about an adventure. The protagonist's brother is in hospital and he leaves the hospital and he goes into the woods and then he has to find his way back home. I remember that and I'm so proud of myself right now. I mean, is that even me? I love children's books, especially for how fast-paced they are and how full of morals they are. They teach you morals. Children's books do that. And the next book is The Great Garden by Meg Rossoff. This was also sent to me by Bloomsbury India, and this sounds like a fast-paced read. It looks like a fast-paced read, and this is the story of one family, one dreamy summer, the summer when everything changes. In a sun-drenched house by the sea, teenage brothers and sisters and older cousins fill the golden days with wine and games and planning a wedding. Enter the Gordons, irresistible, charming Kit and surly, silent Hugo. Suddenly there's a serpent in paradise and the consequences will be devastating. So apparently the narrator, we don't know who the narrator is, I think. I'm not sure. I saw this somewhere and that just stuck in my head. So you will know more about this in my wrap-up. October wrap-up, not September wrap-up. I would like to read 2 books from my NetGalley list. I wanted to say 3 because I did not get to Suncatcher in September, but we'll see about Suncatcher as we go because I have added it to a couple of TBRs and I did not get to reading it. I think I added it to 3 TBRs. Never mind. Anyway, so the first NetGalley arc that I like to read is The Beauty of Your Face by Sahar Mustafa, and this is supposed to be, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I read the blurb at the time. I found it really interesting. The cover was interesting. Everything seemed interesting about the book, so I requested it. I got approved and I haven't been able to read it. I need to stop. And the second NetGalley arc that I'd like to read is What We See in the Smoke by Ben Berman Ghan. I have no idea what this book is about because I requested this in 2018, I think. I've had this book for a long time. 2018 or 2019, I don't remember. But I have no idea and I'm about to find out this month, hopefully. And let's see how that one goes. And then I have 3 buddy reads going and I'm really excited about all of these because of the people I'm reading them with. The first person, as usual, again, is Nandini. And with her, I will be reading 2 books. The first one is Rebecca which was also an option for the subscriber pick, the monthly subscriber pick. This won out on YouTube but lost out on Instagram stories. So I'm sorry, Rebecca, you won't be getting a review thing. But the movie is also releasing soon. I don't remember when. Is it this year or next year? I have no idea. But the movie is releasing soon, and if it happens to release in October, then who knows? Maybe I will do a reading vlog for this. I don't know. I have no idea whatsoever. Anyway, the next book that I will be buddy reading with Nandini is The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. As you know, I added this book to a bunch of TBRs in 2019 and I did not read it. This was on the 12 books I want to read in 2019 list, and I know I did not end up reading it. But apparently this is a spooky book as well. So Nandini was like, do you want to buddy read this as well? So I was like, yes. I should have read this a long time ago, but I didn't, and now you're giving me a chance to finally get to it. Very nice. Awesome. Next up are my buddy reads with Nika from Pretty Little Bibliophile, and the books that we will be buddy reading are, first off, I want to talk about the one that seems realistic to finish within a month, and that is Mouse by Art Spiegelman. This is a graphic novel, and it talks about the author's father's time in during World War II, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure that we will be able to finish this and discuss it and get through the whole thing. But the second book that we will be buddy reading is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. This is like a proper chunker. It has like 864 pages, and we are going to be buddy reading it this month, and I think it helps when you have company to be buddy reading a book like this, because otherwise I am so intimidated by this book, even though I've put this on the 20 books I want to read in 2020 list, and I'm so intimidated by the size of this book and the the font of this book, that I'm like, I need to pick this up. I know I need to pick this up, but I don't know if I will be able to get through it. I don't know if I don't know. So Nika was like, if you are reading The Goldfinch this month, then I will also, let's buddy read it. So I was like, yes, let's do it. And yes, so finally we will be buddy reading this. Like, I realize I've said a lot of buddy reading, buddy reads, and all this, but I'm just excited, man. Next up is my buddy read with Sunshine at The Girl in Blue 11 from Instagram. And this book, she has been wanting to read for a long time, and every time we ask for suggestions for the Drama Queen-a-thon book club pick, she says Uncommon Type by Tom Hanks. So I was like, hold on, you've been saying this for way too long. I will buddy read it with you. Let's do this. Let's finally make your dream come true. And it's, a positive for me as well, because I bought this book in 2018 and I still haven't read it. What does that say about me? This is a collection of short stories, some stories it says, and classic Tom Hanks. And since these are like individual stories, we can discuss each one of them as we go. There's a lot of discussion also to be made about how we are going to read it, but that's a story for a different time altogether. That's a whole different video. Okay, I also want to talk to you about 3 secret projects that I have going for this month, and for them I'll have to read 7 more books. Fine. I mean, what else can I say? What can I say? Like, it's just like me, right? To just take on so many books and just read. I try to read them, and then I end up reading only half of them. Okay, it's fine. It's on brand for me. So let's see how this goes. See, I won't tell you the names of the 7 books that I will be reading for those secret projects. Otherwise, it won't remain a secret, no? That's why I won't tell you the names of those books, but you will know soon enough, and hopefully you will like those videos as well, and hopefully I like those books as well. So let's see how this one goes. So that was my October TBR. Which of these books have you read? Which ones do you want to read? What's on your October TBR? Which books did you read in September? Which was your favorite read of September? Which of these books do you really want me to read ASAP? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.